Okay, I'm like pretty nervous to do my makeup in front of you.
No, it's fine. I'm here to help if you need help.
I want to be as pretty as Venus when I grow up. How long have you been doing drag for?
7 years. Longest job I've ever had.
Yeah. What made you want to go on Drag Race?
Money. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
Definitely not that. Well, Drag Race is expensive. But anyways, why I wanted to be on Drag Race, I really just wanted to play the game. Such a huge undertaking.
Yeah.
Like Drag Race is no small feat.
Did you have to did you spend a lot on like costumes and makeup and stuff?
I really wanted the best of the best. Like your first chance to like showcase, your vision. I'm really strapping myself in here.
What is that for?
Just gives you like an instant facelift. See?
Yeah.
I don't know what this will do to me in the long run, but for now.
Yeah. Money, baby.
I like it.
On the show, like when you were like talking about like being Métis.
Yeah.
Like I'm also Métis. I feel like there's a lot of representation in like First Nations communities, but I feel like Métis doesn't get as much.
Don't believe there was a Métis queen before
on
the show.
Who's Métis on your side?
My dad.
Yeah, same here.
I was born and raised in Vancouver and wasn't raised within community. So that's sort of something that came later in my life, which, upon retrospect, definitely kind of sucks. I think about the things that I didn't get to experience as a child.
I kind of feel the same way. Like I felt like I grew up not like in community either. And like I felt like there was like passed down shame.
There's like a mix of like shame and also like colonial mindsets.
Yeah, something that I think was like important to me when I was like watching your journey. I don't feel like we get a lot of like Métis like proudness and like representation in the same way we see in like First Nations culture.
This is our home and native land, and I'm here to make it known.
I even have like friends still who like don't really get what it is to be Métis. People are like, oh, I'm half Cree, so I'm like Métis, and it's like, no, that's not what that means. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, and there's a lot of what would you call it, misunderstanding. People also misuse Métis identity too, right?
I think there's also another part about like whiteness being ingrained into being Métis, and like that can be like hard to navigate too. Putting
that whiteness first isn't the point.
Yeah.
While still being able to acknowledge that though as well, because it's like, well, I'm still half Irish on my mom's side.
Did it just like feel like really natural to like talk about it like on the show?
At this point, in any like Canadian platform, there needs to be an Indigenous voice. This isn't just me. This is like a story that so many of us share. I'm not trying to be like this emblem or this like ultimate representation, because I'm really just one facet of this vast story. And yeah, it was like, I was the only Indigenous person there, so I really had to like let them know.
Yeah.
But like, hello, I'm here, and I'm carrying all these people with me. So that felt really natural, and just wanting to like, but at the same time for me, when it comes to my drag, like I'll be honest, like my drag isn't like necessarily like deeply rooted within my culture. Like for me, I'm like, Venus is like just sort of like my own separate thing. Perhaps as I get older and as I like progress within my career, more of that will happen. But like at that point, it wasn't like, I wasn't walking out in like a ribbon skirt, or like there was things that I wish I did maybe. Like I wish I incorporated more like beaded jewelry in some of my pieces and stuff. Now that I've done the show, now that I've won the show, I realize the impact that it has had. And to me, that is like, that's what it's about. I've had so many Two-Spirit people reach out to me, getting to connect and share stories with each other. That's what my family has always done. That's what Indigenous people have always done.
Yeah.
So that to me was really the coolest part.
I actually liked that a lot about like Venus. You're like, I'm Métis and I'm here and I'm proud. But like also like Venus is a big fashion girly.
I'm not gonna go on this show and be like, oh, I'm gonna have to like push extra hard to be like, look, I'm Métis. It's like, well, that's just inauthentic to like how I've presented, I'm like no girl, you're a hoe.
Yeah.
So like, I'm gonna be a hoe.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm like over here. When identity politics come into it, it's like, you have to stay grounded in who you are. I'm not gonna like make it more
Indigenous?
indigenous, does
Yeah,
that make sense?
like indigenize it.
No, that's just, that's phony, honey.
Yeah. What was like your favorite part about the show?
Oh, you really learn like what you're made of, you know?
Yeah.
You know, I was never in the bottom, so I mean, I was having a good time. Never really had to hear a bad thing about myself. Which, not to say that I wasn't ready to be in the bottom, right? Because you really never know how things are gonna go when you're there. But I think just like, yeah, I realized like my own tenacity and my own force. And a lot of that comes to play of like, you know, I was having some like late night chats with Creator up in my hotel room.
Yeah.
And like when I was there, I was just like really like depending on like that presence and like my own ancestors and my family, and like I had photos like all around my bed frame. Like
Yeah.
I really made it like a home in there. That really just helped me. I think that was my favorite part, was getting to connect with that part of myself. Hello. Hi.
Do you have like a singing and dancing background?
Hey, what?
Like singing and dancing? Like in your
I-
background?
no.
Or just like through drag performance?
Through drag, I mean, I was a theater kid, and I did a lot of improv and acting when I was younger, which definitely helped because none of those girls were funny.
Yeah.
Comedic timing is not something you can learn overnight.
Yeah. Also, you're native and we're funny, so
We're
there's
funny.
like natural comedy in being
Yeah.
Indigenous.
And
Everybody's funny. What has it been like since you won? Like, how do you feel like your life has changed a lot?
It's just one of those things where you want to make the most of your reign. I just want to like connect with, you know, with other Indigenous queers, other True Spirit people,
Yeah.
and just share our experiences and like why we're so freaking awesome.
Because you identify as Two-Spirit, right?
Yeah.
Was there, have you always?
No, I don't
Yes,
even
I
like,
did.
I didn't even like necessarily know that was an option.
Yeah.
Or, you know, something that like, obviously that is like sacred to Indigenous people. And for me, there was like, I feel like that came up in conversation with, you know, one of my kin, and I was just like, oh, I didn't even like know that. Like once I heard that word and like the meaning, and I was like, oh wow, that is like exactly how I feel.
Yeah, you're like that feels like, that's my word. Like that
Yeah,
like,
and
feels
just
like,
like
it
that
fits.
just feels like home.
Yeah.
And there's definitely moments where I'm like definitely feeling more of my femme oats or my masculine oats. Where are my Two Spirits at? Let me know.
Do you have like a favorite makeup tip? For
Um,
us regular people, like what do you recommend?
I love a blush.
Yeah.
Putting, you know, a flush on the cheeks is very nice. Blush is maybe underrated by the everyday makeup person. But I think the eyes play such a big role, and eye shape, you can like manipulate your eye shape so easily just by like simple techniques. I love doing like this extended wing in the corner here.
Yeah.
I love that like that cat eye look, but I want to play with different looks this year. That's definitely a huge goal for me. You heard it here first, but perhaps a brow block will be coming,
Oh my gosh.
because I feel like once that happens, it's over.
Why not do the brow block?
Laziness. There's people that like want to like read me being like, well, she doesn't wear any makeup. But it's like, I actually do. I do things a little bit smaller, but I'm just more refined with my techniques. I don't think that that's a bad thing, but I think some people get salty when, you know, they can't do what I do. Because sometimes I feel like I have to do this huge drag face when it's like, I don't want to do that. And drag isn't just like, there isn't one way to do drag.
Yeah.
Oop, I gotta get my eyeliners. We kind of have a similar vibe going on.
I feel like this is like my.
Is this your go-to?
Corner thing. Yeah, like I have rediscovered eyeliner since like the early 2000s. I was scared of it because like, you know, in like high school or whatever, you would just like wear like bad black eyeliner. I feel like that was like.
Yeah.
I don't know.
A trend.
I think we're like around the same age.
How old are you?
28.
Yeah, okay, me too.
Okay, yeah. Where I was just like, pencil eyeliner like was makeup. I was afraid of it, but now I've gone back into it. Who are like your inspirations?
Kendall Gender.
She was your drag mom?
She's my drag mom, yeah. But I've known her since I was 16. Always so inspiring, especially as like a young queer person. Just seeing someone so comfortable in their skin, someone like who's like such a femme. Okay, brow. We're getting somewhere.
You know CBC Indigenous at all?
A little.
We're
But
like-
I'm not really a TikTok girly.
Yeah,
Except for my cats. Every so often.
We like have been doing really well on TikTok. Like our TikTok is actually like kind of is
Poppin'?
yeah, we have a pop in TikTok and our team's really cool because everyone's Indigenous on the team.
Sweet.
So, and like all we do is Indigenous stories. So
Yeah.
it's like a really like special part of like news.
Love that.
But we just do like online and TikTok videos, which is like really fun. It's not something I do like personally in my like
making TikToks.
yeah, like I don't do that on like my personal social media, but
Yeah.
since we've started, it feels like a little bit like mini influencer training.
I'm such a like Instagram, you know, I'm like
I-
rotten with Instagram where
Yeah,
I'm just like, I've been on this
same.
for so many years. It's like, this is all,
I'm kind of the same where it was like I'm a Instagram girl and I watch all my reels on like Instagram.
Me too. Oh,
even
yeah.
though like
So
I know
millennial.
that's like supposed to make me like ancient, but like
I mean, I'm the same way. I really want to learn jigging this year though.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be fun.
I also you have bead books too. Do you bead?
I don't bead.
Neither do I, but I bought all the stuff and I bought a book.
The book is there.
And I'm planning on
Okay.
it.
Okay, well, when you open that book, let me know.
Okay, well, it's like a Métis specific style one. too.
Nice. I guess I'm not super crafty
Neither am I.
versus like entertaining.
On the show, how did it feel? You like basically made Nelly Furtado cry.
She was definitely a fan. She was so fun to work with.
She looks amazing.
Oh my God. That's like what happens when you're unproblematic.
Yeah, you don't age.
Like, you age well.
Your song was so good.
Thank you.
I was like singing it in my head on the way over here. I was like, Venus.
Venus!
She's the queen to
Can I ask how much you spent getting ready for Drag Race? Like,
No.
no?
No, it's bad. It's really bad. So thank God I won.
Yeah.
I can pay all of that off. I think I spent the most.
Out of everybody. I loved that red outfit, like the first one with like
first one?
Yeah, that one's so good.
That is, yeah, that's definitely one of my faves too.
I feel like you also have like a lot of like cheerleading sort of uniforms.
I know.
Like that first one where it's like there's
Oh, yeah.
like barely anything there.
Everyone knows I have a humongous personality.
That got some people riled up. They felt some type of way about that.
Yeah.
I think with drag and especially with like culture and Indigenous culture, it's like wanting to be as respectful as possible because I do like play like such a sexy character.
Yeah.
That not wanting to like sexualize, you know, these like sacred things.
Yeah, I've had a hard time making my sash look cute for things, so if you have any tips.
I really want like a sash, like ball gown. But like made,
Ooh.
like yeah, that would take so long. But like fully woven, like Dior style gown, like huge.
Anybody who weaves sashes, that's your next challenge is a ball gown.
Okay. I think we just need a lash.
How do you think I did?
Wait, we need, come into the light. I think we need like just maybe a little more blush.
A little
But it
more
looks really-
blush.
but it looks really nice. I'm such a blush girl though. Oh yeah. Yeah.
No, like there's like a lot of girlies who like do like the natural kind of look, and I was like, that's not for me. You know?
Yeah.
I like love doing my makeup.
I love that.
It's so
Bring
fun.
back makeup.
Right? I was just like, it's so fun to do, and like when you're getting ready.
Brooklyn did tell me about my makeup on the show. That's a secret I haven't shared that never made the cut. There was a moment where she was like, okay, you're beautiful, but maybe a little more. I definitely feel like I wear more makeup now after hearing that critique from her and, well, the entire world, because when the show was airing, there was people definitely had something to say about all that.
I feel like people are always gonna have something to say.
Yeah,
Never read the comments.
Girl, that is like impossible.
Really?
I mean, yes. How am I not gonna read the comments on my own page? I mean, there's difference between like, you know, someone being rude and someone just sharing an opinion, because I can only learn and grow and get better and get hotter. Shall I put on a wig? A wig and a look?
Very mob wife.
Very mob wife, but Métis.
Yeah, I love real fur.
If anyone's allowed to love real fur, we are good. Hello, everybody. It is me, Venus, winner of Canada's Drag Race Season 4, and I'm here. I'm done. I'm ready to go.
She's good, she's gorgeous, she's glam.
She's fur trapping.
All these beavers.
All these beavers, honey. No, this is faux. Well, thank you.
Well, thank you for getting ready with me.
Yeah.
This was
How
so
do we
fun.
look? I think we look great.
Yeah, we're ready for the day.
We're blushing beauties. Métis royalty.
Yes.
Mwah.